Good evening. Welcome to the latest edition of Storm Report Live. I am Chris Cipperley. I'm joined by Adam Samrov, and tonight's guest is Ky'ere Tillery. We are presented by GC Tractor and Hoosick Falls, as well as King's Aspect. He's a new sponsor of ours, who we'll have on here within the next couple of weeks to kind of tell everyone what his story is. And with that, I'll hand it right off to Adam.
All right, Ky'ere, I'm glad you'll be able to join us this evening for the latest edition of the Storm Report. How you doing this evening?
I'm good, and you?
Not too bad. So, like we've kind of done some of these interviews, we want to find out about you and your story, where you come from. Just talk about, where you got involved in the game of football first, like where you first started playing or how you got involved with the sport.
Born and raised in Albany, New York. Started playing when I was 8 years old. I didn't really play anywhere else but Albany.
So we have more Pop Warner people that works with Coach Grimes. He's had them all
through the connection. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's where it all started. Pop Warner, and then high school, Albany High.
Now, this is a question that I have to ask every time because it seems like 9 times out of 10 everybody starts out as an offensive or defensive lineman. But in Pop Warner, were you always a running back in Pop Warner, or did you kind of end up having to do a little bit of everything?
Honestly, I started off as a quarterback.
I'm writing that down.
We're always in search of one of those.
Yeah, we have a couple of ones, but I'm only joking.
That didn't last too long though. And then they switched me to running back. Yeah.
What was it? Just one of those things where you just didn't want to do it, or somebody kind of just ended up kind of being a better fit?
Yeah, it was more so a better fit.
Yeah,
and it worked out for me playing running back.
No, I would agree.
I see. So you get involved in Pop Warner. Then you go obviously to Albany High School. Over the year, what year did you graduate from Albany High?
2017.
17. Okay. So I know that there's been, Albany High hasn't always been the greatest in terms of full out success, but just talk about just being a part of that program and just leaving your mark on the Albany High School program, the Falcons.
It was a good program, pretty smooth. Things definitely changed once I got there. Yeah, everybody there was pretty motivating.
Who was one coach that you really looked up to or tried to emulate your playing style, based on their, like, what was one, maybe your favorite coach or one that you really looked up to at Albany High?
A cool coach, strength and conditioning coach, Coach Oliver, and his son, Coach Booyah.
Is that Larry Oliver? Is that who it was?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Coach Simpson, Coach Ware, cool guys.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my boys right there. Coach Hope. Yeah. Yep. Those were cool guys.
It helps when you have a good support system, like, for your high school program. It's like, you got people that you can really depend on, guys that are there, guys that, know what's going on, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it fosters. So I don't mean to step on it. It fosters it fosters a good vibe. Good work environment when you have coaches that, listen, we don't necessarily want, all the coaches to be our best friends, but what's up, like it's got to be somewhere in between. Like you gotta enjoy the people that you're around, So
absolutely.
That's good.
Absolutely.
And so, you graduated, like you said, high school in 2017, and then, I guess you went to Morrisville. Did you to play football or just to go to school out there? Or tell me a little bit about, the college experience for you, if you did play football out there. I'm not familiar.
Yeah, I only did 1 year out there. Then I came back. Morrisville was cool. I should have stayed, but we're here now, heading towards Vermont.
Well, that's right. It's hindsight's 2020, and now it's just about moving forward and making the most of your current opportunities. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
What do you think about their black turf they just put in?
I wish they would have done that when I was there.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, first of all, listen, I'm not going to hate on it because honestly, it looks fantastic. Like it looks great.
It does.
But I look at it from like a player safety standpoint.
Scorching.
Like, oh my God! Like even just like a normal field in the summertime, like I don't know. I don't think you'd ever have a day game kickoff there. Honestly, I really don't.
Yeah, it would be hard.
Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that one day it was like 100 degrees even for our field, and it was just like absolutely brutal.
Yeah, can you imagine
I'd
if that was on
imagine being
turf?
on a black field for that.
Yeah, that was 100 and what was it, 109
Something
opening day of like
ridiculous.
2019. It was awful. I can't imagine what it would have been on turf.
Well, talk about the your year there in terms of in terms of football. Like, what was the process like to go out there and be a part of the process in Division III?
It was a good process. It was cool. I had to work my way up into getting into the lineup.
Yep.
No matter the status, coming out of high school, you still got to work hard to play and get on the field. The coaches was good, players was good. Campus was lovely.
That's the Empire 8. I mean, I think it was even in 2018. I think that was the Empire 8, one of the best conferences in the country for Division III. So, to get yourself in the lineup at a school that's at high up in the conferences, like that's obviously very impressive.
Yeah, I definitely had to work for it. It wasn't easy.
No, you have. Sorry, I'm gonna go ahead real quick. I'm sorry. I'm full of questions.
This is your show, my guy.
Nah, no, it's our show. It ain't mine. I just hit the go button. That's all I do. So do you have a couple? I think you have a couple teammates on the team that you've either played with in high school or played in college on a team now, right?
Yes, a couple of them.
Yep. Yeah. So we had a couple. We've had some of those guys on, and some of those guys have said, "Yeah, we've been talking about getting together since high school." So. Do you feel the same way? Have you guys been plotting to do this for a while?
Absolutely. It's definitely a great feeling to be back with the guys.
No, definitely. And that's the thing, like that's I think part of the excitement that that kind of comes along with it for me. Like that was always a dream of mine. Like even when I played after high school, it's like I want to play with guys that I want to play with again or first time, So that's the exciting part. So I'm excited to have a lot of those guys here.
Yeah, the brotherhood is already there.
Yep.
It makes it nice and easy when you don't have to like work towards that. It's already there like day one.
Absolutely.
That's super huge. So the 2018 season was the last time you put pads on, or have you played in other semi-pro leagues, or have you played since?
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, after that it was over. I've been trying to get back, and this right here is a start.
Did you play like some of the flag leagues? I know you got some of the flag leagues in the Albany area and things like that. Did you do any of that as well, or you took them off and here's the first time you're going to put them on again?
I still train every day. Flag league, I'm not on a team specifically, but I'm here and there. Definitely still run around. I'm still fit.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Sorry to step on your toes again, because here I am taking over my show, as you say. It's not though. So you guys work out as a group, like what, 4 or 5 of you, pretty consistently in Albany? Is that what you've been doing? Is that what you've been up to? Yeah. Go ahead, Adam. Sorry.
I'll be quiet now. So what is the feeling of, okay, hey, I'm going to be able to put the pads on again for the first time in more than a couple of years and be able to step back on a football field?
Unexplainable. I'm just super excited. I know I'm ready to show out.
Well, you'll definitely have a chance for that. We want guys to be able to show out. That is for sure.
Yeah.
So I obviously, but being a running back as well. Did you play defense as well in high school and that as well, or?
Yeah, I was a linebacker in high school, outside linebacker. But if you guys need me on the defensive side, I'm around.
No, I can promise you that we will put the best group out there, and if you happen to be one of those guys, that's just the way it goes. You know what I mean? Like we're just trying to put this thing together. Like I'm excited for you too, because I know you're excited, and that's kind of what makes us want to do what we do in the first place. Yeah. So having a little bit of excitement and some self-motivation has been exciting to see so far this year too, because I know guys are working out. I know guys have been, in Coach Grimes' ear quite a bit. Say, hey, when can we get together? I see a hungry group. I couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, we're definitely excited and very hungry.
It's November. We just turned
Yeah.
the calendar from October to November. It's coming up quick. It's only
No doubt.
months.
Time is flying.
Yeah, because I know, like, Coach Grimes and I talked quite a bit, and it would not that we were going to, but there's been times through the summer. I'm like, man, if we were just a few months ahead, we could have played this year, But it's as we've discussed, the key to everything is timing is everything, and we definitely needed this time to kind of recharge and get some guys in here that that hopefully will make a difference.
Yeah, and it gives everybody time to get their body right, mental right.
Yep. No, for sure.
And I think that's a tough thing for the semi-pro, because guys work, guys have families, they're, the usual adult things, kind of come up. And when you have a group of guys that can, still have those responsibilities, but still can get in the gym, still, keep themselves, strong and fit, that kind of thing. It's, that's just a big deal, because that doesn't, in the past, this was more, in the beginnings of this, it was, guys just coming out and playing. Now it's more than that now in 2020.
Yeah, we're trying to bring a different energy.
No, I appreciate that too. Like in terms of energy, and I guess a question to kind of take it forward here. Like I said, you've probably had some, at least actually you didn't say, I have to assume that you probably had some thoughts or opportunities to play elsewhere at different times. But, for you to, come here, what made it, well, at least I hope it was, what made it an easy decision for you to come here versus anywhere else?
Being home.
Yeah.
Do it for the home team first before I take it anywhere else during the journey.
Yep.
And he gets to play with guys that, he played with before. So it's that familiarity.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, he's playing with guys that he's either known or played with for like 15 years.
That's a fact.
That's and I mean, true. You look at even in the highest levels, the NFL, it's like, who's the most successful teams usually? Teams that have guys that have been together for 5, 6, 7 years. Mm-hmm. And, quarterback's been there, receivers have been there, running backs, defensive coordinator, that kind of. Those are your successful teams, even in the NFL level. And It definitely could be the same here when you get guys that have been together or at the very least have known each other. And it's like, hey, like we're past the getting to know you stage, because we did that a long time ago.
Right.
It's true. Now it's time to play and get the natty.
That's it.
So I guess to build on that. So we had our first meeting, 3 weeks ago now, I think. Mm-hmm. That was your first time that, to kind of start to get to know some of the guys you haven't met yet. And we, we're constantly moving that ball down the field in terms of getting ready to play. What was your first, really your takeaways from your first chance to kind of be around the team?
It was smooth. I'm glad to see everybody showed up.
Yeah.
And ready to, ready to play. That was the biggest piece, showing up.
Yeah. Well, that's the key to all this. I mean, let's just be honest. It's what did it say? The availability is your best. What is it called? Not availability is your best.
Best ability is your availability.
That's it. Yeah. That's that. Especially at this level, like we know, like
he says as he hasn't gone to the meeting yet, and he's probably not gonna be able to go to the next one. He says,
no, it's big. Like you said, showing up is the first start of doing anything, whether it's playing football or going to work. Like if you don't show up, nothing gets done.
Absolutely.
You don't get paid. And we want to get paid in the form of
I like it when my employer pays me. That's for sure. Because ain't nothing out there for free. That's for sure.
Right.
He was on another podcast. Apparently, he was a big deal with his job as a program manager for CAT.
Oh, really?
The Caterpillar company there.
Yeah, that was actually pretty
deal,
cool.
Apparently,
no, I wouldn't say it was a big deal. It was a big opportunity. It was really neat. I'll be honest. I mean, I don't know how many people are going to be bored with it, but like, I work for Milton Cat. That's a Caterpillar dealer here in New York, actually throughout New England, and I had an opportunity to speak to Caterpillar directly about what I do it was cool. If anybody gets a chance to listen to it, let me know what you think, because it's very hard for me to explain to people what I do on a day to day, because it's not very cut and dry. So anyway, that's not what this is for. But I was pleased to be able to do it.
That's good.
So yeah, man, I think we're in a good place. I think I see good things happening. I see you guys communicating. I see you guys, recruiting internally, which is big, because we want to. That's the challenge too, right? Is getting the right people in the door, and getting and vetting the people. Like, I probably should be hesitant to say this, but I said at the meeting, we've given more no's than we've given yeses this year. It's just one of those things where we got to have the right people in here. And it comes down to accountability, mindset, and ability. And that's what we're looking for.
Absolutely.
So, but Adam, do you have anything to that you want to ask?
Again, as I've said pretty much weekly for these, every time I meet somebody, new, because I haven't been able to get a chance to meet you guys face to face. I wasn't able to go to the last meeting because I was coaching for Mount Anthony for the school in Bennington, the high school in Bennington. Every time I talk to you guys, I can see the hunger, I can see the want, and I know that we're going to be successful, and as a group, we're going to, be able to get there. And I'm excited to get started. Let's get through the winter, get to like March and April, and really get going here. Forget the winter. I'm over it. It snowed today. I'm over it.
I know. It's funny. Like, I went to the Bills game last Thursday night, and this morning the Buffalo Bills posted pictures of the stadium covered in snow. I'm like, man, I got out there just at the right time. It was 73 at kickoff last week. So it's been crazy. So also to kind of touch on the winter thing, I don't know if it's on the right or left on the stream, but on the top there it says King's Aspect. That is a new sponsor of ours that came on earlier this week. It's ran by James King, who is a former Storm player who is very much into personal wellness and physical wellness. And we talked today, and we're going to put together a training program here this winter for the dedicated guys. So I'm looking forward to putting that all together. So it should be a good experience. So we're not gonna shy away from the winter, but we're definitely gonna make use of our time. So with that, Adam, if you're good, I'm good. Our next meeting is in November 18th at Lynn's Uptown Tavern. So I look forward to a really good turnout.
Wait a minute. Is it Friday or Saturday?
Saturday.
It is Saturday. Okay, I just wanted to double check to make sure that I wasn't incorrect.
No, so the first one was on Friday because on Saturday was the NFL All-Star game.
That's right.
That's why we moved it. But I think Saturdays are easier for people to get to. Fridays are kind of tough.
Yeah, especially if you work at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
it's hard to get from one to the point A to point B. That makes sense.
So if you guys get a chance, check out King's Aspect on Instagram in particular. He does some wild stuff, and we look forward to working with him and helping these guys, be ready to play and hopefully end up at the next level, because that's what we want to. That's what we want to start doing, is putting guys to the next step. So that's our plan. So with that,
looking forward.
Yeah, we're excited. So thank you for taking the time, man, and we'll catch up with all you guys next week.
All right, thank you for having me.
Of course, we'll see you.
All right.